There are a ton of top 10 worst NES game videos on YouTube, and I find them all to be highly ponderous. So I decided to make my own list. I combed through every game in the NES library, graded them all, and compiled a list of the most abysmal dreck that populates this great console. These are truly unplayable abominations that offer zero pleasure due to crippling flaws. Please allow me to present the 80 worst NES games published by Nintendo. Alright, first we have 10-Yard Fight. We're going to go in alphabetical order here, and this is a football game. You want to select a team? Nope, no team to select, it's just skill level. So let's just go with high school skill level. And let's see what this game has to offer. Okay, we are getting the kickoff. That's the computer kicking off to me. And now we are running. I don't think B does anything. I don't think A does anything. Maybe it shimmies a tackle or something like that. But here I go anyway. Not a bad kickoff. A little bit of a snare drum for the soundtrack. Not great. Alright, let's pick a play. Nope. Let's not pick a play because there are no plays to pick. There I just threw the ball, and I'm running very slowly. Not exciting. Let's move on to the next game. And since we are going in alphabetical order, it should be to nobody's surprise that Action 52 was going to come up soon. You know, this is the ultimate shitty game, chock full of shitty mini games. Let's just pick, it doesn't really matter. Critical BP. What could BP possibly bypass? Okay. I was gonna say, what could it possibly stand for? Great shmup right here. As you can see, I'm a circle. Great music, sound effects. It's got it all. I don't know what to say. All the Action 52 games have this level of quality and care put into it. You can't beat any game. There's nothing to do. I'm just shooting Tetris blocks. And I think there's not much more to see here because everybody should know by now that this is one of the worst games of all time. And it was just a huge money grab to sell to, I want to say to parents, because no kid wanted this, but parents thought they were going to get 52 games for the price of one. Little did they know, they got 0 games for the price of one. Let's move on. Alright, we have a Dungeons and Dragons game. This one is Heroes of the Lance. So, my problem with this game is I just don't know what's going on. Sure, I could probably look at the instruction manual and figure something out, but I don't know how to go in these doors. Like, up in north and south, it would appear that I can go in that door or go down that little hallway, I guess. B does nothing. Absolutely nothing. A does nothing. A and B do nothing. Select brings up this menu, but I don't see how I can enter a door here. Oh boy. Now I'm getting lost in the menu. Start. Start does nothing. I just ran. I'm not sure how I ran. Oh, I just held down the button. Let me try and hold down up. Oh, wow! Holy cow, maybe this game isn't awful. Alright, so holding up, you had to press in order to get in the door. There's some combat. Very poor combat. I just got my ass kicked. Good God. Good God. Alright, I guess A was stabbing, but you could, as you could hopefully tell, not a bad song. Although it's very repetitive, but as you can tell, this, hopefully, you can see how shitty this game is. The controls are just almost non-existent. Here's another D&D game. This one was 1992. Hills Far. Poor music so far, and I think I've already created a character, so let's just load a character. Yep, that's me. Do I wish to enter? Yes. That's the funny thing. The blinking cursor is the selection that it's not on, which is ridiculous. Graphics aren't bad, but I mean, this is the game. This is how you start the game. You're just going really slow on a horse. So I'm gonna tell you when I hit A. Shit. A was to jump. I'm gonna hit A right here. Pressed it. Look how slow that is. This is not fun. There's no music. There's nothing happening. So you have to do this just to get to the next town. And honestly, I don't think I've played much past this. But if this is how they're gonna start the game, I'm just not interested. And I'm on the horse again. So next game. This is the final D&D game in the block. This one was released in 1991, at least on the NES. Could have been a PC game. Nope. Environment? Nope. Oh, God. Order? I forget how to, like, even start playing. Oh, there we go. I had to pick some characters. And this game might be the best of the three that we just looked at. Not that it's any good, but this actually is an RPG. Like, I understand what's going on. There's a guy, I see stats, I see MP, HP, AC, which is armor class. I'm in a town, it's a 3D maze, or a 3D environment. Right now he's just telling me, explaining the town to me, but you know, maybe this could be a D game, but I don't know. All of this green, like this pea soup green, kind of bothers me. I think I gotta give it a lot of negative marks just for that. And it's just a lame RPG to begin with. Nothing too interesting about it. Let's move on to the next game. Here's Airwolf. This was a TV show in the 80s. I think it's before my time, before I had any recollection, but I am aware of it. I might have seen a rerun. Here's the problem with this game. It is a, I guess what I'll call a cockpit shooter, which I have no interest in. I don't know, maybe people like this. First of all, the background sucks. There's no clouds. I assume... I don't even know what just happened. But I assume the sound effect was just the helicopter whirring, which is kind of annoying. No music. No inverted controls, which I don't like. And I just really don't like these games in general. They're not all bad. Like, you know, I like Afterburner. I actually think Top Gun isn't terrible, but this is just really bad. It's just not interesting. I get that there's a map there. I don't I don't care about the map. Nothing in this game is fun, so why would I care about the map? These enemies just appear out of nowhere. Look at this. I'm not pressing anything. I'm just gonna not press anything. See what happens. Does this seem like a good game? Alright, this is Bad Street Brawler with a little blues tune in the background, and It's made by Mattel, and I don't think Mattel has ever made a good video game, ever. Stage 1, and it's kind of just like, they have me in a demo mode before actually playing the game. I don't know why this is necessary, but sure. B, punches, and A, sweep kicks. I don't know the purpose of this. And here's the game. Can't go up and down, it's just linear. Up is jump. I'm fighting bulldogs and circus freaks. Same tune as in the intro, gotta love that. And I'm just like, this is just so lame. There's nothing interesting. Just kick this guy a couple times, right? Like, this is taking absolutely no skill, as you could probably tell. And it's just completely boring and mundane with not great music, not good graphics, bad gameplay. You know, and I was just being very, oh, Jesus Christ. I was just being very nice. Terrible graphics and lame music, and yeah, this is just really bad. Nothing interesting about it. Nobody would ever want to play this game in a million years. And speaking of Mattel, here's Barbie. Once Upon a Dream. Okay. Here's the graphics. I'll give you this. Her hair actually kind of moves a little bit when she walks. Jumping is A. B is throwing a diamond. To what end, I'm not sure. There's an obstacle, a tennis ball. Let's just get hit by it. I don't know what this is, other than a money grab, obviously. And you know what? Actually, I think this is as far as I've ever gotten. I don't know how to get past these crates. Let's try feeding a diamond to this toucan. I guess not. Who knows? Do I jump on his head? Nope. Game over. Game over. Alright, we have our first baseball game, our second sports game. This is Bases Loaded, and I'm gonna fly through these real quick. I'm just gonna tear through them because they're all the same game. I'm selecting my team, PKBNM. Fuck. Doesn't matter. Yeah, who cares? I'm picking the starting pitcher and doing the batting order. Here's one thing I can't stand is a baseball game with this perspective. And you know what? Like I said, let me just tear through these games because they are almost all the same. Here's one thing. This perspective is nice, like the normal. By the way, I couldn't even tell if I was hitting or pitching. I guess I was pitching. Let's go on to the next one. Yeah, there's going to be 4 in a row. Let's just go move on and get it over with. Bases Loaded 2, same theme song. Title screen's okay. I mean, I'll give it that. One player, Eastern. Again, we're just having letters for the teams. J, what could J possibly be? Jersey? Yep, play ball, yep. Oh, it is Jersey. Yeah, because New Jersey has a baseball team. And here we have the same perspective, which I hate. Let's move on to the next one. This is Bases Loaded 3, which, from the box, it's endorsed by Brian Sandberg. Although I bet you he's not in the game at all. Perfect game. Okay. We have our teams again. Let's pick CI versus DA. There's Jesus. These are fake teams, so Ryan Sandberg isn't in here. Now I'm hitting. That was a ball. I knew that. But again, the same bad perspective. I just want to try and get on base. I just want to show you guys something. Look at this. Look at this view. We have it from the center field eye. That's what we're looking at. Why would you think that was a good idea? Having the camera view from center field like that. All right. Let's get on to the last one. Bases Loaded 4, again with the theme song. Okay, here we go. Wow, they decided to write out the whole name of the team, or the whole name of the city. Amazing. Who would have thought that, like, just letters wasn't gonna cut it? Fourth time's the charm, right? But nonetheless, same perspective, and again, look at this just garbage. Garbage. Oh my god, so bad. This is the dumbest decision I've ever seen in a baseball game. And there's a reason why I think Bases Loaded 3 and 4 are the only games that ever have that perspective. So bad. Ow, that's right. Best of the Best Championship Karate. I guess this is based off the movie, although you wouldn't know by playing the game. I don't know what any of those options are, don't care. This is the gameplay. Again, no music, just like every other terrible game on here. B does nothing, A does nothing. You have to hit A and forward at the same time, or B and forward. Oh, they both seem like they just do a sweep. This is just combat at its finest. I assume I'm doing good because I keep knocking this purple guy down, but I don't... There's no health bar, there's no indication that I'm winning. Maybe am I not supposed to be knocking him down? Who knows? Who cares? This is trash. Acclaim. Not off to a good start when you see Acclaim. So, in the 80s, and I guess the early 90s, there's this thing called Bigfoot. And I don't mean the creature in the woods in the Pacific Northwest. I mean a blue monster truck called Bigfoot, which was a thing for some reason. I have no idea why it was a thing. Maybe it invented monster truck rallies. I really don't know. It's not my thing. And it's a racing game. I guess you could call it a racing game. I'm not sure I would really classify it as that, but I am the blue monster truck. I just exploded. I'm not pressing anything. You kind of just keep up. I'm literally not pressing any buttons, up, down, left, right, anything. I don't know what the difference is. I can steer left and right, I guess. But I can't really tell that A and B are doing anything. I guess one of them is jumping, B? It doesn't matter. This, like, nothing in this game matters. No idea what the icons are. No music, just a bunch of random sound effects. Oh, I crashed into the trees. Let's see if I can finish the race. Oh! Winner! What a great game. Did you catch all that? Did you catch all everything I was doing there? I was, kind of just randomly pressing A and B and randomly pressing left and right, and that's the game. And then you get money, and you never play it again. This year is Bo Jackson baseball, and you're gonna notice a lot of sports games, just like a lot of cockpit games, as I call them, on this list, because they're just all games that nobody would ever want to play, which again is why calling a game like Deadly Towers one of the worst games on the NES is just utter nonsense. It just isn't true. It's not my opinion, it's just not true. And I know I keep on bringing up Deadly Towers, but that's just a typical game that everybody loves to bash. And I think these people have never played like half the NES games, because if they have, they would notice we're sitting through the Star Spangled Banner on a baseball game, which, oh, by the way, has this terrible perspective of bases loaded. And the other thing about a lot of these baseball games, here's the problem. When Black Box NES Baseball is better than all these other games, that's a problem. That's why we didn't play NES Baseball, classic, whatever, 1987 baseball, because it's not an F game. It's not great. I think I have it as a D, but it's better than this, and it's better than all the bases loaded games, and it's going to be better than some other baseball games coming up. Buckle your seatbelts. Break time, a pool game, a billiards game, if you will. Ah, man. Let's just pick 9 ball, and I think my problem with this game is it takes forever to start. I like that you can choose a couple of like skill levels, and they're different characters, like a beginner and advanced, and there were different players. But first, we're gonna take forever and shoot to see who goes first. Shoot off, right. Right. Alright. It's Ed's turn, okay? Mind you, we still haven't started playing pool yet. How long has it been? This is about a minute right now. Haven't started playing pool. Still nothing. Alright, now we can play pool, and it's not very good. And it's just taking forever for the computer to go, and who's got time for this? Nobody. Now this is Caveman Games, and from Electronic Arts, which is, you know, kind of good. I'm pretty sure this was a PC game. I'm not positive, but the funny thing is I think I have at least one friend, maybe 2 friends, who actually like this game. Maybe they know how to play it, and I don't. But it's an Olympic-style game, kind of like track and field. Let's pick Gronk. That's my boy. I'm going to start the games. And it's just random events. Probably more like American Gladiators, I guess. Since hitting people with a club isn't an Olympic event. I don't know what that was. I was pressing right, and I feel like I was going left. Oh, God, I don't even know. A is doing this with the club, and now my face is making... I don't know. Left and right, go left and right. B does nothing. Like, this is just bad combat. I can't imagine that. It's just so bad. It's so bad. Championship Rally, HAL Laboratories, 1991. Decent song, decent title screen. Oh, I know what pissed me off about this game. It took me forever to type in my name. Because I would do this, and then it just brings you back. And it seemed like it was just a loop. You gotta hit start here. And then, championship, maybe? New season, Group N. Yes, that's me. Yep. Oh, I know, this game is just so fast. There's something wrong with it. Something's wrong with the clock. A is accelerate. And just your turning is just so sensitive. Way too sensitive for the width of the track. Going in reverse is cumbersome. What do you have to do? You have to hold down and then gas. But yeah, the width of the track that you basically come to a dead stop as soon as you ram into it. Too thin for the extremely sensitive controls. And again, no, just a whirring sound effect for the engine. No music. I'm not racing against anybody. I have no idea. Just please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Why am I in reverse? Cheetah Men 2. This is I guess a sequel of Action 52 if you consider that Cheetah Men in Action 52 was the real game or the best game of them, which I guess is true, which isn't saying much. Anyway, here's a story, which we're gonna skip. Dr. Morbus. Okay. And it's just as bad as Action 52. This is like the jankiest jump I've ever seen. Music is just one instrument. No sound effects. Oh my god. You like my life bar, the gray freaking thing up top? Can't duck. I guess I have to jump over these bugs and wolves. Oh god. Oh my god. I like how I'm, you know, about 3/5 of the way up on the screen. You know, not toward the back, like, or in the middle, like a good game, like, I don't know, Adventure Island or Mega Man or Ghouls and Ghosts or like any other game. I'm just right up to the front. Mario, name it, name the game. Oh god. All right, well, enough of this. This is Classic Concentration, based off of the game show, which I kind of enjoyed as a kid. The game, not so much. I believe, because I'm pressing every single button, we have to sit here through the song. There we go. Press start to begin. I'm pressing start. I'm pressing start, I promise. Since we're probably not going to get very far in the game, let me just explain it. It's basically memory. B to escape the game. What? It's a memory-based game where you have to match prizes. It'll be like toaster. We'll see. I'll show you in a second. Here we go. I'm gonna pick 1, VCR. 2, China, not the country. And when you get it right, you reveal a puzzle that a 4-year-old could process. It's just some kind of like word and picture puzzle. So if he gets it, he gets the mint coat plus whatever prizes else he can get. But this is just so slow. And as an adult, this shit is just so lame. I haven't seen the show in forever, probably since it was originally out, but these puzzles are for babies. As you can see, there's just a Y there, and probably an S toward the bottom, and speedboat, China. It's just really bad. It's just... Let's see what's here. Yeah, they use the plus symbol a lot. Like, they'll have a letter. Like, it'll be F. And then the plus symbol. And then the word, like, loat. So you have to figure out that F plus loat means float. Dumb shit like that. This is just atrocious. Another infamous game of being one of the worst NES games of all time, which it is, but I will say, in its defense, the box does say it's for 3 to 6-year-olds. And there's no reason to beat a dead horse. Everybody knows what this game is. It's just arguably one of the worst coloring applications / games known to man. Let's just move on. Here we have Corvettes. These guys are pretty funny. I'll pick for you. I don't know what any of this is. This definitely was a DOS game. Maybe it was better on DOS. Maybe at the time it was a good racing game whenever it came out on DOS, but it is not a good racing game on the NES. You want to play a good racing game? Play RC Pro-Am or even Rad Racer. I think this is just like a drag race section. I don't even know. I forgot. It's been a while. It's been a while since I played this. I think I'm the red car. Yeah, I'm the red car. Okay, here I go. I'm the red car. So, you like how my screen... by the way, I have no idea how to shift. A is accelerate. B is brake. Left, right is left and right. Up and down do nothing. Select does nothing. Start pauses it. No idea how to shift. For real. I just did it. I'm pressing up and A at the same time, I guess. But do you like how my screen, my view, is maybe 15% of the monitor? I'm in the bottom corner, the bottom left corner here. That's my view. The computer has a better view than I do. What the fuck is that? What is this game? Jesus. This is Cyberball. When you had to throw a robot at everything. I guess it's robot football. Who knows? Yeah, it is. And so I've just played this game for, about 30 seconds, but a few times, and I'm gonna receive the kickoff, and every single time, we'll see if I can do it again, I've just returned it for a touchdown, like no problem. They got me. Wow, first time ever. But yeah, just a poor football game that's but masked by the fact that there's robots, which doesn't make it any better. I'd rather be a football team and humans than this shit. You like the that constant chiming for whatever reason? This game blows. Oh, Darkman, based off the movie that nobody saw. They're very ambitious with this menu screen here. Story, start, 1 player, high score, whatever. Yeah, you know what, I think I've seen a couple minutes of the movie. It sucked. They wanted this to be a big thing. It flopped. Nobody cared. Let's start the game. Number 1 issue is you move like a million miles an hour, and the controls are just slippery as hell. There's like no... The controls are just so bad. B is punch and kick, I guess. A is jump. I'm gonna tightrope walk this thing, but I have no idea. No idea what the controls are. You're just so slippery and so fast. The game is impossible. Maybe it's... No, I don't want to say it's a good game if I knew the controls. It's not. It's not. It's not. And I don't want to slow down. I just want to get through the game. I just want to speed run the first level, and I can't because controls are so bad. By the way, I did just figure out how to do that tightrope after about 20 times of practicing. And you just gotta hit A and B to get in the middle. I'm crying like a bitch. Dash Galaxy in the Alien Asylum. I don't know what this is. We're just gonna skip it. So here's part 1 of the game, which I have no idea what this is. I guess this is... I'm going to different levels depending on which tube I go in. No idea. And then there's this. I don't know what the point of the game is. I have no weapon. B... I guess B would do bombs, but it says I don't have any bombs. Okay. Music is a little obnoxious. Controls are very, like, slow. It's like the opposite of Darkman. My god, if you could just get the controls right, you have a half-functioning game. These are super slow. Darkman was like 1,000,000 miles an hour. I don't know what to do. I don't know. That'll probably be it for this portion. Please stay tuned for part 2, just so you can live through the torture with me and really figure out what games you will never need to turn on for a second, never need to play at all. Did I just beat the first level? I don't know what this is. I'm done with this game. See you next time.